Hello everyone, it's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. I am making a card today inspired by the latest online card class called Clear and Sheer. And today I wanted to do my own take of one of the videos or techniques that they were presenting in one of the classes. So I don't make too many clear cards, but this one inspired me by Jennifer McGuire to try it again. So I am actually making a birthday card for my dad. My dad's birthday is next week. So I thought I would take the opportunity to not only use what I more or less learned or picked up for inspiration from this class, but also make a card for my dad too. So and I think he'll like this because it is a different type of card. So first off, I'm taking a piece of, this is Hero Arts acetate. This is their clear cards already pre-made, and I had one of these left. So I wanted to make sure that hopefully I got it right the first time. And so now I'm taking a couple of dies. This one here that you see is one from Summon Says Stamp. It's their layered or their balloons die set. It's got several balloons in it. And then the closed one here is from the Lawn Fawn balloon set. So I thought I would cut that out a piece of some Summon Says Stamp cardstock. The first color was the Blue Violet, which is one of my favorite colors. And then the other is the I believe Island Blue or Surf Blue. I will be sure to make sure that I have everything listed below for you guys. And then for my sentiment, I'm also going to be die cutting this birthday sentiment. This is from a Paper Tray Ink birthday die set, and I really haven't used it all that much and thought it would be a perfect opportunity to use it on today's card. And I'm die cutting that from some shimmery cardstock from DCWV. Die cuts with a view, if y'all don't know what that means. So I am, there's not going to be hardly any stamping. I am going to stamp a sentiment on one of the balloons here, but this is primarily a die cut card today. And I didn't mention it, but I did take a embossing folder here and emboss the top layer of this card here. And it was just one of the older Sizzix embossing folders that I had. And I didn't want the pattern to be too busy because I have embossed acetate or vellum before, and you have to be really careful on what patterns you use whenever you embellish or emboss things like this, because it will tear the cardstock if you're not careful. So I'm going to go ahead and layer these pieces on, and I'm going to be using some really good adhesive for this because we are working with clear plastic or acetate. And now I'm going to go ahead and stamp down my sentiment here. And I'm using this from the Mama Elephant Selfie stamp set. And so I'm just going to ink up just the happy portion of this sentiment with my Versa Fine Onyx Black. And I'm just going to stamp that down. I liked the font for this because it was just kind of basic, but it also was kind of whimsical too because it had open letters there. So I went ahead and stamped that down, and after I die cut the birthday sentiment, I just put it in this little bowl here because I knew that if I didn't, it would get lost on my desk. So if you're like me, once you start making something, it does not matter if it's simple or not. Everything, it seems like in your craft arsenal is always going to wind up on your desk, it seems like. But anyway, so I'm now going to go ahead and attach my little birthday die cut here with some multi-medium in the matte finish, and I'm trying to get my nozzle going here. I don't know, it was sometimes especially if you get lower on the product in the bottle, it's a little bit harder to squeeze out in my opinion, so I have to kind of get it started there. But now I'm just putting little bitty dots of this glue on here, and I'm just going to get my little tweezers and help me apply this onto the card here, because as y'all know, if I've mentioned in the past, my fingers get kind of fumbly, and so I need a little help in these areas when it comes to these smaller die cuts like this. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this die cut actually cuts in two different portions, as you see, the BI and the rest of it's the birthday, which is kind of different. And I went ahead and applied the little eye to the little dot to the eye. If you hear cars going by my house, you can pretty much hear anything that goes by in the front of my house, so I apologize for that if that's distracting. So now I'm going to take some pattern paper here. I initially was going to keep this a complete clear card, but then I decided that the balloons kind of were getting a little bit lost, I guess. And so adding this plaid paper here, this is from Lawn Fawn, perfectly plaid 6x6. And so I decided to pick this pattern out, and this little white cardstock insert piece comes with the clear cards from Hero Arts. So I decided to go ahead and use it and then apply some of this pattern paper onto the top here. And it helps to really bring out the pattern of these balloons, and you can see them better. And it also adds just a little bit more colorfulness, I guess you would, to the card. So, because the balloons, even though they are great on their own, it was just kind of getting lost in my opinion. So, I was putting down some black cardstock because I was having a hard time seeing as I'm applying this portion into the inside of the card. It's kind of hard to line up. So I added a piece of black cardstock so I could see a little bit better, and well as for you too. So I want to go ahead and add another cardstock piece on the back, because of course you don't want to have your adhesive be exposed on the back. It just makes it more clean that way. And so I've got all that adhered and everything, and I'm just kind of trimming off the side of that balloon there. And so now I'm going to kind of, I die cut some of these little strings. This is from the Lawn Fawn set, and I'm going to kind of fumble around with this, kind of see what the placement that I want this for. And at the end of the video, I forgot to, for some reason or another, I was just kind of thinking, I guess, a little bit more ahead than I should have, but I didn't apply the other string on the other balloon in the video. But in the in photos, you will see that I did add that other string, because it does look kind of funny if you didn't. So I did go ahead and do that, and so now I'm going to go ahead and add some more matte medium to my little string here and add some little dots there, and take my little trusty little tweezers here and help me add that to the balloon. I wanted to get it tucked underneath the end there, so I'm just allowing that to help me get that in the best placement. So I'm going to go ahead and add that down. And then another thing too, if you decide to use the multi-matte in this medium matte and the matte finish, if I can talk, on the other side of the clear card, it doesn't really all show up all that well. I mean, as far as it won't expose itself like some adhesives would. So if you decided to make one of these cards and you don't put anything on the back, in my opinion, it really wouldn't matter, because it is such a matte finish adhesive, then it really does help adhere things to your clear cards, but it doesn't really show on the back side, in my opinion. So now, since I did say that I was making this for my dad's birthday, I wanted to make it a little bit more personalized. I've got these older Amy Tan letters here. These are a couple years old, so I don't know if they're still available or not, but if they are, I will try to find them and link them for you if you're interested in them. But I wanted to, like I said, make this a little bit more personalized, and I was thinking of, I don't have any dies for letters, so I had these that I remembered, and so that's why, and it actually was perfect because I have green in the pattern paper, and so it brought out that green. So I'm now attaching the inside to the clear part, and I'm just using some more glue around the letters, and then I put some adhesive around the balloon, just some regular tape runner on the balloon, and now I'm adhering that together on the clear part, and then it will make it one cohesive card. And you will see, and you can still tell obviously that it is a clear card, but you've got just a little bit more colorful element on the inside. That way you can put your greeting on the inside and also put your stamped by, if you wanted to, on the back side. And then for a final touch, I'm going to add some glossy accents to the inside of the little happy sentiment, and then let that dry. And then I was thinking, what else should I do to this card? Of course, it is for my dad, so I wanted to keep it, kind of simple. It doesn't really look all that simple, but I wanted to keep it more simple because it is for his birthday. And you see how fun that all turned out with the texture, with the embossing folder and such. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It is something different. And if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I appreciate y'all watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you on my next video. Bye-bye.